Hey everyone, it's Knight of Pepsi back for another video. You're probably wondering what's going on with this setup. Well, this is not going to be a normal Stratego game. This is actually a challenge for the Survivor Series that Napoleon II, well, I guess he's now known as Eagle 6, is hosting. So the point of this game is not to capture the flag. In fact, the flag has to be on square A4, which is why it's on square A4. And if you capture the other person's flag, you actually forfeit the game. The goal is actually to be the first person to capture either a miner or a bomb. Either one. And if miners trade with each other, that doesn't count. The game keeps going. And if all miners end up being traded without a bomb being captured, the game would be a draw, which doesn't seem very likely. I'm actually kind of curious to see how this goes. I wasn't really sure what to do for a setup. I'm thinking of doing kind of a aggressive strategy here. I was actually thinking of putting a little more power on one side. I mean, this flag will basically act as a bomb that can't even be defused, because if he captures it, the game's over. I'll have the same issue over here. So I basically want to try to put a pretty strong front on this side. So maybe get the captain up front, but then have the general right there backed by the spy. Kind of a Napoleon I kind of general defense there. Yeah, so I'm trying to keep the miners and bombs towards the back, not too obvious. I kind of clustered a lot of them in here towards my strong side, so they should be a little easier to defend. Should be pretty interesting to see what happens, actually. If someone was brave enough to put one of these pieces up near the front, they'd be tricky to defend yet. Then again, it feels like people could definitely lotto each other here, because I was kind of thinking, what are the chances that he's going to put a bomb in the first two rows? It's definitely possible. So if you're doing this kind of challenge, what would you do differently? I mean, you obviously don't have to worry about bombing off a flag or anything. If you suspect that one of your opponent's pieces is a bomb, you want to try to get a miner down there, but you also don't want that miner to get captured. Should be interesting. I don't think it's going to be a very long game, but you never know. Wondering how I like this kernel there. So yeah, in other news, hopefully everyone is staying safe from the dreaded coronavirus. Hopefully no one's caught it. Hopefully you're able to kind of stay out of the public if you're able to. And I wish good health upon everyone watching. And of course my bird woke up just in time for the video. Well, what can you do? He actually lost his buddy fairly recently, so he's been a little bit vocal. So if he comes down strong on this side, he could do quite a bit of damage here, but at least he's not going to get any miners or bombs, unless he goes very deep into the setup. But hopefully by then I'll have been able to do some damage of my own. Hopefully the sound's okay. I'm not using my headset because for some reason my headset hasn't really been working the last couple times that I've tried it on the computer. All right, seems to work okay on my when I use it for the Xbox. Scouts. Okay. It's fine. I don't think I've ever played Yellow Hat in a regular Stratego game. I think I've only played him for one of these other challenges. A little bit of an early material lead. Colonel, perhaps. Let's see if we can discover something good up here. I'm up a captain, so if I can get some information, then that's okay. It's interesting. Okay, so we had a couple sergeants up front. Front row major, maybe? Colonel, okay. May as well just trade off here. May as well, might slow him down a bit in here. Okay, nice, we'll take that. That was an unknown colonel, too. So it's a fairly even game so far. This might be the marsh. General, okay. That makes sense. Okay. I guess it makes sense for him to assume that I wouldn't have a front row bomb there, given the challenge. All right, so these pieces have both moved. Lieutenant. There's the major. I don't think that's the marshal, but let's play it safe. Scout, yeah. We'll just park there for now. So up a colonel for a major, 2 captains. I do have some small pieces. I'd love to be able to get this captain down here and just kind of lotto around a little bit. I think that's kind of the best chance. Where could that spy be? Spy could be anywhere. I kind of wish I didn't bury the major so much. What was I thinking? See if we can draw some pieces out here. Marshall. All right. I actually thought that might be the spy, but maybe the spy was probably over here, maybe. I'd like to capture this major and get that back. Do I think that's... I don't think that's the spy. It certainly could be. Oh, is he going to let me capture this? Okay, I'll take that. Thank you. Okay, so he's getting ready to do something down here. All right, what's the best way to approach this? I'm okay with the spy now. So since I have pretty good control of the board here, I'm going to lotto around with this major, and if I find a bomb, I'm going to try to bring the minor up to get it. How's that sound for a plan? I think he's going to lotto too. Okay. Minds think alike. We'll trade there. Okay, we ran into a major, no big deal. Which piece would I like to scout? Actually, why don't I just go hit around with the captain? He doesn't have any majors or anything here. Wow. He has a lot of scouts left, though. Pretty even. So how do I want to approach this? These bombs are the biggest risk. I have a feeling he's probably got some miners in here. The best he could possibly have over here is a captain, so this lieutenant, I feel like this lieutenant should be pretty strong. I'm almost tempted to charge up and see if I can just get a major, but knowing my luck, you'll probably have a captain there. So let's not do that. We'll do this. Ah, of course, that's the captain. All right, he's discovered a bomb, so the clock's ticking now. And we found a miner. Nice. That was a very interesting challenge. Good game, Yellow Hat. That's a nail biter. Whoops. Yes, that was fun and close, because once he discovered that bomb, I'm pretty sure he would have just brought a miner down, and of course he still would have had to be careful, because this could have been something decent. But yeah, hope you enjoyed watching. Definitely a fun challenge.